Poof. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? How are we feeling today after the Evo Japan weekend? Yes. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have not really watched any of the matches. I've caught some glimpse of it, but I haven't really sat down and watched anything. Other than, I guess, the DOA VODs I did. I mean, did I watch them beginning to end? No skipping? No, I did skip some stuff. But and generally I watched most of it. But yeah, I thought today we could start off by just looking at the announcement. I think I got all of them. I might have missed some. Because surprisingly, I'm at the point where I feel like I should start my own website or something. Because every time an event like this happens, and I'm just looking for one page, this announcement, here's a trailer, boom, 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 boom. Just like everything that's been announced over the weekend, it doesn't exist. Nobody does. Everyone, even websites that are dedicated to fighting game stuff, they do either one by one, or and even they forget stuff. It's kind of annoying at times, but I think I have most of it. There's obviously stuff that's like news but wasn't like an announcement, so you know, who knows. But anyway, let's start off with I mean, I think it's a fun announcement. It's not the most exciting one. Pause music. They showed off Wolf for Virtua Fighter. Let's take a look at him. Let's turn up the volume.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world,
Wolf, my original main character in Virtua Fighter. He was my main in Virtua Fighter 4.
dominated wrestling, who redefined what it means to be a fighter, and what dark design of fate has led him to face tonight. The very team that spelled an end to his glory days, that led to
It looks good though. If this is in game, like, I believe it's at the very least, you know, like in engine running. But if he's gonna look like that, like during the gameplay, that's kind of wild. Wolf Hokefield. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of, because this is the whole Virtua Fighter Direct. They really don't mention a lot here. Let's quickly go through it. So we saw the Wolf thing. I mean, they show some design process, which I think is cool. They're like, you know, in general, we want to give the characters more backstory, more personality. Obviously, that's like the one big criticism, at least for me, for Virtua Fighter, is that it's like generic archetype the game. You know, every character is just like the most generic archetype of that kind of fighter. So them putting more design into it, giving them more personality, a little more backstory, you know. Now they're like, he has motivation, his love for wrestling, but they gave him like a little bit of a heel twist, stuff like that, right? That's good shit. It's a lot about that stuff. Then they're like, hey, let's announce fucking Revo multi-platform, which is good news as well. It's still Virtua Fighter 5. Let's not get it twisted. You know, I understand the effort they're doing here, but it kind of makes me wonder how far away 6 is. It feels like 6 is still early. you know?
皆様大変
Because all they've done is really shown character trailers. I mean, not really. They showed one short Akira thing, like with the reveal of it. Then they showed like a 30-second. It's not gameplay, but it represents gameplay kind of thingy. And then they show Wolf. That's kind of all we have now. I was honestly a bit disappointed here that we didn't get a little gameplay snippet, you know,
お待たせいた
which
し
is
ま
why
し
I
た。
think it might be further
Steam
away
版バーチャファイター5レボの
uh,
PlayStation 5、
than some think.
Xbox シリーズ XS。
Excuse me. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. All right, we're taking a chill today. But yeah, Revo coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, Switch 2. Good shit. Crossplay, rollback for everyone. You love to see it. Again, kind of reconfirms for me that maybe they want to fill your time with Virtua Fighter because 6 might not be out for a while. But this is cool. This is cool. You know, at the very least, especially since it has crossplay, I think for fighting games, it's always good that you can go into matchmaking and get matches fast. I think that's probably one of the it's probably one of the harder things to pull off with a fighting game because it has nothing to do necessarily with your game and all about just you need a critical mass of daily or regular players to be able to have that, to have quick matchmaking. You know, it's kind of out of your control. But as long as a game has quick matchmaking, people tend to come back, you know? It's one of those things that spirals in either direction. Like if a game keeps a healthy core, you know, other people keep adding to it, and the more people get added to it, the more like if someone else is not playing, someone another one might be, so you still have quick matches. But the reverse is also true. If you log in and you don't get matches fast, you might stop playing, which means it'll be even more difficult for other players to find matches. Then they stop, and it's like, you know, it's a snowball effect in both directions. So, you know, crossplay is powerful for that. It keeps that critical mass of players going longer. Need a critical mass. Exactly. That is important. You know, or you need to mentally trick people into playing by giving daily quests, weekly quests, battle passes, in-game stores, timed events, you know, FOMO, you know. That's another thing you can do. I'd be surprised. I'm going to be honest. I think we're getting to the point where any new future fighting game, I would be very, very surprised if they don't have some kind of battle passes and tied to that, play daily, you know, get 5 wins or whatever the fuck, you know? Like that's how Tekken does it. Play 4 matches. Yeah, that's gonna keep you online. Like at least 15 minutes minimum, probably 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the matches, you know. Maybe you'll stick around because you're actually having a good time. Who knows? But that's what they do, right? The objectives are never like, hey, you can also do this in story mode. They're like, no, you have to go online. It's not, you know, it's not by accident. It's not because, you know, they forgot. It's like, no, they want you online because it's critical to a fighting game. Critical. Daily should be like play an hour online. I feel like an hour is a tough ask. If do any fighting game, if it's like, hey, you need to play an hour daily to get your dailies, that is a lot. Make some imaginary number go up the more you play. That is a battle pass. Need to play with someone you haven't before so people don't boost. I don't, honestly, for daily shit, I don't think boosting is that much of an issue because it's too much effort. It's much easier to just matchmake quickly, you know, like boosting, organizing that shit just for like a couple of matches for your daily is kind of in my head sitting in the queue account towards the time. Yeah, but that's not playing online. I mean, I guess if the goal is to get people to have an active matchmaking, I guess sitting in training mode while queuing up kind of counts. But it's a tricky situation. So Virtua Fighter having crossplay and being across all the platforms, that's a good thing, you know. Now it had this weird split of like, you know, you have the console version, which is technically the same balance patch, but it doesn't have the rollback and it's like older graphics compared to Revo. And it's like, it's always been a bit of a weird situation. So it's good they're bringing over Revo. It's kind of weird. They're like, no date. We don't know when that's coming. So it's like, is that soon? Is that happening in a month from now? Is that happening in 6 months from now? Like, what time frame? Because, I mean, it can't be that hard. Anyway, so I think that's mostly what this trailer is. You got Wolf, you got Revo coming to console with crossplay. They announced some tournament stuff, which I believe they've already announced, but you know, that's always fun. You can buy t-shirts. And then right at the end, oh, they talk about the soundtracks being posted online. That's always fun. I do like that. I don't think, does DOA have soundtracks on like Spotify and stuff? I know Venus Vacation has. Ooh. I know Venus Vacation has. Ooh.
サービスでバーチャファイターの楽曲をお楽しみいただけます。
Yo, what's up?
今回
Coming out with a new
バーチャファ
update
イター
patch, or are they actually gonna bring
Premium
this game?
Music
They're bringing the game to
Collection.
PS5. Revo is coming to PS5, Xbox, and Switch 2.
の2つのアルバム
And then right at the end, they show like a little teaser, I guess. Which, judging by the animations, yo, what? Judging by the animations, that is Brad Burns, the kickboxer, coming back. So yeah, I think that's all the Virtua Fighter news. We got Wolf, we got Revo coming to consoles, and we got a little glimpse of probably Brad Burns. Do you know when it's coming? Nope. They haven't said. All they said is, it's coming. No date. So I guess not super soon. And again, probably also means if this is a long way out, we don't know, but let's say it's like a couple of months out, and that's supposed to keep us busy until Virtua Fighter 6. Virtua Fighter 6 definitely not happening this year. I'd be surprised if it was early next year. I would bet that's summer next year. Summer or maybe even later. It kind of depends on how far they're along and are just playing coy with showing stuff, or they're actually not far ahead and just don't have anything to show. Because like if we're being real, showing off, here's Wolf. I mean, you're showing the redesigns. That's cool. But like, Virtua Fighter has so few characters. They're all going to be in. No? Like what? You know, with a game like Tekken or like whatever, right? They have such a roster, or like Street Fighter. They have such a huge roster. No, Like those games would be ass if all characters were there at launch. That is way too much to deal with. But Virtua Fighter doesn't have that many characters. They should have VF6 ready. Just sit on it until Tekken fucks up again. Oh, hold on. We're not done with the news yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. Tekken's on a roll. Taka wasn't in 4. Was he before 4? I don't even know. I think, yeah, it was. Damn, they just got rid of him, huh? And then they brought him back. So who knows? Yeah, maybe one character might not make it. Maybe Taka won't make it again in 6. Who knows? Speaking of Tekken fucking up, here we go, boys. Here are the Tekken announcements. The World Tour is just getting started.
I'm going to make you pay.
Crazy to make this trailer. The excitement continues. Continues? Huh? Yo, you cannot play now? That's sick. Ghost battles.
Your luck is
I think, honestly though, there is something like the ghost battle stuff feels kind of old school to me. Because I associate that stuff. I remember, this is I'm an old man, all right? I'm an old man at this point. I remember back in the day, me and the boys, we played a lot of split screen shooter games on console, like Time Splitters, like Time Splitters 2. But also one in the rotation was Red Faction 2. And what was cool about Red Faction is not only could you play split screen, but you also had a system where you can create your own bot character, your own AI, and you can set the stats of like how aggressive are they, you know, how stealthy, do they prefer long range, short range, do they prefer explosive weapons, blah blah blah, like that kind of stuff. And also, the more you played with those bots, you can like you teach them certain behaviors and stuff. So when we were playing, we each had our own AI as well. And you know, as time went on and we played on, like, it was kind of funny to see how the AI started to mirror the player that created them. Like they had like certain tendencies to mimic you. It was kind of fun. And this very much reminds me of it, except I'm not sure how much this is really gonna capture your own behavior. I guess I'll have to see. You know, if my ghosts, if I'm like, ghost, do this, and they kind of do it, and it's like, oh, it's thinking the same thing I do. So, you know, that could be, if it really works that way, it could be cool for a little bit. I don't think it's going to be super enticing to do a lot. Unless it works for your dailies. If your ghost fighting other ghosts counts towards your dailies, I'm super in. Well, like, I've seen this before, by the way, this trailer. This is not a blind react. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Are they selling this clothes? Yeah. So keep in mind, so Ghost Battle, and you know who they're gonna announce. These are Kunimitsu's clothes. This is super reminiscent of Kunimitsu in Tekken 7, like one of her alternate outfits, or maybe even her main outfit. Super reminiscent of it. But yes, this is paid. It says so at the bottom left. Paid. Pay up. Yeah, you get a sweet sweater. And this one's crazy. They're like, hey, you know this stage we have with fake advertisements in the back? What if we put real advertisements? Is this what Tekken is going to become? Just every new patch, you know, tomorrow it's like, oh, Karate Kid, and then like a week from now it's like Coca-Cola, you know? Like what? Huh? I meant in real life, let me buy the fucking jacket, Dorada. It's criminal they don't sell the Reina jacket, to be honest. But yeah, this is kind of... as much as it's cheeky, it's also kind of... I mean, I don't want to say it feels slippery slopes, but it kind of is. Because it's like, hey, now we have fucking real life advertising in a stage and you can't turn it off. You know? Like, didn't Street Fighter try to do that for a while too, right? Where you have like the logo of shit on their clothes. Literally putting politics in the game by buying campaign ads on the in-game ads. Ooh, full rev for City Council. Download DOA 6++ at link. By selling old shit. But you get the weird colors for free. Let's go. So far packed content, right? Pac-Man. Now I will say I'm not excited about the visuals. What I do like, however, is if you notice the patterns on the floor. Orange floor break. And then, oh, you know, what do we have here? Red. Boom, explosion. It's giving Danger Zone from DOA, you know, like, oh, the color panels do the thing. Waka Waka. Waka Waka on the t-shirt. Who doesn't want that? Waka Waka. You can have a Pac-Man head. Who says Tekken doesn't get exciting content, right? Waka 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 waka. Tekken 8. God, they really fucked up with season 2, huh? They really fucked up. By the way, hold on, video. I wanted to pause there for a second. Remember when they were like, hey, the colors, they mean something. Keep in mind, what blue is the color now, right? Think of all the Tekken characters associated with blue. Genuinely, the most exciting are the balanced patches, if they're good. All this other stuff, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry. Like, the best thing here is paid outfits and a Tekken Ghost Showdown. All this other stuff is garbage, in my opinion. You can like it, I just don't like it. Now the next character reveal. Boom. On Mother's Day. Fuck your mom. Beautiful reveal for Mother's Day. Fuck your mom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's associated with blue now. Which, who would have known? Wow, it really went through that. Stage Winter. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, the spreadsheet. Don't do it. Oh yeah. You know, I feel like no matter what, if your additions need a spreadsheet, it's probably too complicated already. It should be obvious at a glance. If you need the menu, if you need the spreadsheet, the matrix, it's over. You've done too much. That's just a table. It's too much. If you need a table, if you need a matrix, it's done. It's over. It's too much. It should be obvious. If you need to explain it, it's not obvious. Like, it includes this in the advanced edition, but not in deluxe and ultimate. Like, what the fuck? How does a more higher edition not? It should be a pyramid. More. You should get more the more you pay, not less. Whack. Speaking of whack, fuckum rum. Now, fucking rum. Let me put it this way. There's already videos online of reaction compilations to this. And let me tell you, the reactions are kind of unanimous. It's negative. People don't like this character being added. And I don't think anyone cares about the character. I'm going to be honest. I think the character is currently just a stand-in, the symbol of hate, right? I don't think they actually give a shit about this character. I think Tekken currently is just in general in a place where people like to hate on it. It's cool to hate on Tekken right now, right? It's very cool to hate on Tekken right now. It's giving Assassin's Creed. It's very cool to hate on it. So any character except, and this is the thing, if they would have gone with like a legacy character, like Lei Wulong. Like, I even think Armor King might have made some people pissed off. I think a character like Lei probably would have gone over a lot better. The fact that this is like, this character was already the meme of like, oh, it's Michael Murray's pet character, right? It's like his thing. So it has to be in. That was already the joke. Part of what people are complaining about with this season 2, whether it's correct or not, that's the narrative that's going around, is that like the new blood is ruining everything and it's Michael Murray and whatever. So this character having that reputation is like, you could not have picked a worse character PR wise, Again, it really doesn't matter if this character is going to be sick or good or bad, or doesn't matter. It's the PR behind it that is just the worst. It's also like, it says returning character, and this is basically a brand new character, right? He's from Tekken 7, got added late into the game. Like, come on. This is not what people imagine with returning. It's technically correct, Technically correct. Lydia was also a returning character. Technically correct. I don't think most people see this as a returning character as much. Like, if someone says to me, hey, a returning character is coming back to Tekken 8, I was not thinking of the Tekken 7 character, right? I was thinking of legacy characters. Lei Wulong, Julia, like, those kind. Dr. B, like the real missing characters. You couldn't call him new either. That would have gone over worse. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a problem. He was a character that wasn't, I guess, the most popular even in 7. And then to choose him over characters that are seemingly, from our side at least, we don't know the stats, but seemingly they're way better choices in terms of popularity out there. I don't know. It's a tough pick. It's a tough pick. And yeah, unanimously the reception was the craziest thing is what's his name? Phi. I keep wanting to say Phil. It's not Phil, it's Phi. Phi DX, or what's his username? I keep forgetting it. Yeah, Phi DX. Is that how you pronounce it? Phi DX. Even he, and maybe it's wrong of me, I kind of look at him as like the more, he's usually more on the positive side of things, taken as a lot of negative Nancy's out there. He's usually very positive about the game. And when that thing dropped, when this frame, when this happened, he audibly went, "No!" And that to me says everything you need to know about this. He's like, he probably doesn't even hate the character, but I had the same reaction the moment this thing dropped. I was like, there is no way you picked the one character that has the worst PR right now. Oh my lord. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And now the meme, of course, is the second returning character is gonna be Marduk, right? Returning character number 2 is gonna be Marduk. But it's purple. Like, dude, if this is not Kunimitsu, like, please. The whole bullshit of the colors are really meaningful. Except Fakumram, in my opinion, or from what I've seen, has never been associated with blue. I guess his shorts are blue. But like, huh? Moodboard blue would not have put Fakumram for me in there. Again, I think Lei Wulong is very associated with that color, and I think that's probably part of it as well. I think people were really expecting someone like Lei, and it's not, and it's Fakumram. It's like, whoa. I do disagree with people who are like, it should have been Bruce. I mean, I couldn't care either way. If it was Bruce, I would care less. I would have cared equally less. I think Bruce, PR-wise, would have gone over better. But he's also kind of a bland character, If you think about it, like, Fakumram is, like, he is more interesting, really, if you think about it. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think the problem with all these announcements is it's so barren. It's so bare bones. And I know fighting games are not known for like constant high level content, but God, imagine complaining about DOA costumes, getting a pack every month, and then saying this is good. Pac-Man and fucking Karate Kid sweaters. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay like $15 for actual outfits. Anyhow, that was Tekken. Next up, Guilty Gear Strive has more news than this, but let's start with the nice news. Revealed a teaser for a character. We'll watch it in a second, but it's a very short teaser because currently there's an ongoing anime for Guilty Gear, and yeah, this character is involved. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna, because it ends. The final episode is on May 24th. And on purpose, they're like not showing too much of this character because it would spoil or show some stuff of the anime. So we're assuming at this date they're gonna, because they said something here You know, they assured fans the gameplay and character breakdown would be released before the release date. So, well, let's watch the trailer. The teaser, I guess. It's 30 seconds. Nice. Looks like a character. There's really not much to say here. You really don't get much of the character. I guess watch the anime if you want to see more of it. I'm gonna be honest, Guilty Gear, as long as they don't fix their lobbies, or more specifically, get rid of them. That seems pretty bland for GG. It's very basic anime, right? It's not giving that typical edgy Guilty Gear vibe. I agree with that. It feels very generic anime. But yeah, Guilty Gear for me will... Again, if I boot up the game and I'm playing offline, I'm having a good time. It's a fun game. Fun game. It's good. Plenty of characters now. It's good. The online is so ass. It bothers me to no end. There's no just hop into training mode, matchmaking. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Because every time I play that game online, you're just fighting two people over and over. Because you're always in the lobby in the background. And at any given time in the lobby, only 1 to 2 players are out of a match and available to be matched with. And 9 out of 10, it's one of the other people you were fighting with. So it's like... You're just always going through the same 2 to 3 people. It sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. So if they would fix that, you know, season 4, you know, maybe you can switch some things around. We'll talk about the other news later. Let's talk about fun news first. Then we'll get the bad news. More fun news. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising still gets updates. I kind of completely forgot about this game, so it's a good reminder. They have a character coming out.
The children of the skies.
And it's a waifu. They know what's up.
Prepare to witness the might of Galleon the Gold.
Maybe I should play again. I'm sure that will get Globs back to the stream. If I play this game again, Globs will be back. That's how I get him back.
All that you are with open arms.
Apparently this character is a grappler too. Or some kind of grappler. I don't know how it works in this game. Hey yo!
Watching such small lives working in unison is truly beautiful. Show me more.
Actually kind of looks like a cool character though.
Bond.
Like I'm kind of
I
in.
support all who walk upon the earth.
The problem
soil
is,
won't claim
I
me
haven't
yet.
played this game since they added
All are
2B.
welcome to receive
I think that's the
my
last time I
blessing.
booted up this game, when they added 2B.
Deep beneath
So
the earth,
I think
your bed awaits.
anyone still playing this game is so far ahead of me. There is like no universe in which I can catch up unless I put in some serious time. I can never tell what's going on in Granblue. That's called skill issue. No, that is very typical anime games. Unless you play the game and know what's going on, it's whack. It doesn't make sense. once you play the game and you like know the attacks and know the animations, it makes more sense. But without that, they are not good spectator sports, you know? But that's, I guess, part of the design, you know? That is part of what makes anime games anime games. I think that was all the reveals. I think there's like stuff, you know, like there was a playable build of Fatal Fury, and there was like a character you could see, but I don't think there's an official trailer of that. I think it's just like gameplay on the floor. I don't think, you know, that's newsworthy. Cries in clean visual design, but they don't want it. They don't want clean. And then, I mean, this is the only, like, dude, I looked at this news. I tried to find an article that doesn't, in like above the fold, immediately spoils the contents of the leak. Because here's the thing, I've seen it. I personally don't really care, but you guys might. I don't want to put something on screen here that's like, this is what's leaked. But literally, I must have opened 8 or 9 different news websites, so it basically just all copy each other, right? Where just the first screen is like, sometimes even just a screenshot instead of like a character that's already in the game, like this one, they just put the character there. Fuck marketing, it's not a movie. But here's the thing, the problem is with this, so let's talk about it. So the source code for this game got leaked. As I understand, I'm not gonna scroll because I know they have names down there. From what I understand, it was 3 different playable builds that got leaked, like over a terabyte of data. And because this is kind of misleading, what a lot of people are making this conclusion that is not necessarily correct. So what they found in those builds is data of characters that aren't in the game yet. However, I've seen other people who are like more in the community say a lot of the characters that are being mentioned in the leak that's like upcoming for season 5, that data has been in the game, some of them since launch, and doesn't necessarily mean they're actually going to make it in the game. You know, it might be something they tried, it might be assets that were used in the story mode, yada yada yada. So could this be the fullest? Sure. Everything's possible, but it's not as cut and dry as people make it out. Source leaks are always good. Fuck closed source. I am not 100% sure I agree. I think the only part of this that I don't like is it's gonna give ammunition to hackers. Strive already had some pretty nasty issues in the past that made the game borderline unplayable, you know? People like running code or whatever that makes your game crash, and like there was like a whole thing with this game having like serious online issues. This is just gonna make that happen again, way worse. Other than that, you know, I don't really care about it being leaked, you know. If anything, it's probably like a cool insight, like if you're into game development, or especially into fighting game stuff, this is probably super interesting, right? If anything, it's like a cool inside look. Let me put on a background tune. It's kind of boring up in here. DOA 6's animations for the AOT stage, unlike Spartan plasma grenades, doesn't mean either of them are coming back. Yeah, because another fun thing, in the build, they found a model of Super Saiyan Goku, which, you know, maybe something they brought over from Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters. And not only that, it's I forgot the word they use. It's like a load-bearing asset, in the sense that if you remove it, the game it doesn't run properly anymore. Like, it needs to be there, even though it's not used, but something got connected to it and you can't remove it. They're like, well, I guess Goku's in the code. Boys, it is what it is. As sometimes I think people don't understand how much fucking jank is in video game code. There's so many stories. I kind of love those stories. There's so many stories about devs that, like, insane shit being shipped with games, bugs being masked as features all the time. Like, I think with an older Sonic game, there was like a bug that could crash the game and they couldn't fix it. So instead of fixing it, they made it so that when the bug hit, they kind of, I don't remember how they did it, but they made it go to like a character, like a level select screen instead. When, you know, because like it was a bug and it threw you to like a menu or something, and they're like, well, we'll redirect you to the stage select menu. And normally it never happened, but then people in the end figured out, like, if you put in the cartridge, because that was like Sega Genesis shit, if you like put the cartridge in and out while booting the game and stuff, sometimes you will land on the stage select screen and they're like, oh, what a cool Easter egg. And it was like, it was just a bug that was being masked so it didn't look like a bug. But then people found a way to get there anyway. There's like a million of those kind of things. So yeah, this is another one of them. I think, you know, it's yeah, I think this is my biggest issue with this is you know, it's gonna be a disaster for cheaters, or like a disaster for the legitimate players, because, you know, people who make cheating tools, they're fucking going, hell yeah, boys, hell yeah. Other than that, I mean, fair game. I'm not really big on, you know, corporate secrets and all that shit. Who cares? But it is gonna ruin the online experience in the future, probably. And that's something I don't want to see. So hopefully they'll fucking be ready, you know? At least they know. That's the thing. At least they know it's out there and they can be like ready, you know, waiting for that shit to hit. Strive++ when? Ugh. Yeah, I can't wait for the community to make changes to a game. That usually goes very well. Damn it, they can fucking... They can just fucking... They can just make the game, like, they can compile that shit. Like, you can just... Instead of doing shit like DOA++, oh, you have to install this and hope other people also have it installed for, you know, so the online doesn't crash, they can just be like, yeah, just download the game, here it is. It just works. Oy, oy, oy. Anyhow, I think that's kind of all of the Evo news. From the one I've seen, at least, I don't think, you know, surprisingly, nothing DOA got announced. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? They could compile it and at the XE as a non-Steam game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bang. That was the news. I guess. Was there anything else? Have I missed anything? Let me do a quick Google. Evo Japan. Announcements. Biggest reveals. Fucking wrong. Andy Bogard? I missed that one. Was that an actual reveal? No, it was shown in action. That's what I mentioned. That was just like, oh, we've seen him in action, but there's like no trailer or anything. So, you know, eh. Hunter x Hunter. Nen X Impact final build gameplay. Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. That game. Oh yeah. But again, no trailer. It's just like, oh, we've seen gameplay because people have been playing it. Wolf, we've seen that. Guilty Gear, we've seen that. Street Fighter X Overwatch. Huh? I missed that one. Hold on, what? Are they adding Tracer to fucking Street Fighter? What's happening? Street Fighter collaboration trailer? Can I get the official trailer? There's like a million, dude. Well, you know what I hate? I hate when there's like a bunch of YouTube channels that just re-upload the same trailer. Like fucking no. Stop. Let's see what this is. It's posted on the Overwatch channel. So now I'm thinking it's not for Street Fighter. Now I'm thinking they're adding Street Fighter to Overwatch. They put their money into making a good game instead of making cool trailers. They could have had a good game. It's a cool trailer. It's cute. You know how fucked, dude, the world is so absolutely cooked, dude. This is the text they don't want you to read. In-game purchases includes random items. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. So they're just back to loot boxes now? It's just back? Come on, dude. They've probably been doing that. They've probably been flying under the radar because the game's so ass and nobody talks about it. I'm willing to bet this game has loot boxes since launch again. Loot boxes. I love selling gambling to children. Exactly. They're like, man, look at the fighting game community. They love gambling. Look at Tekken 8. They love gambling. 50-50s all day. Casino. Ching ching. Pull the lever. They're like, let's do gambling, baby. FGC loves to gamble. Dude, how do they make a cool trailer and such a shitty game? I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my peepers. Children yearn for the casinos. Yeah. They have the quick reaction time. They know when to pull the lever. They know when to hit the slots. They've been training. They've been born to do it. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I haven't even booted up my console. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Song is this? Moonlit Lady. Moonlit Lady. Oh my lord. Dude, you know, oh, that's another thing I discovered today. Oh my lord. Remember how... Oh, let's turn this shit off. I booted the game. It's stuck. What the hell? Maybe it's not... it was still booting up. Alright, never mind. Remember that... that arcade stick I shown? The where is that fucking... There was this arcade stick, what's it called again? The ones without the stick, the leverless controller. And there was this one with like modular stuff, and you could plug an arcade stick into it. How the fuck am I not finding what I'm looking for? What is happening? Okay, we're almost there. Stick with me. Stick with me. Hold up. Hold up. This one, right? Where you have like these modules you can put on it. And one of the modules they just announced was you can replace the you know, the movement part with an arcade stick. Little arcade stick add-on. I was like, hey, you posted this 12 days ago, sick. So yeah, this one. There we go. So this one, right? Today, I saw the price. Hold on, let me find it. Because this brand, by the way, is one of those, you can find it on Amazon and stuff, but their main store is AliExpress. Because it's, you know, made in China. Which, you know, I feel like these days is not necessarily a negative thing, but I definitely don't have a what do you call it, like I'm definitely not like crazy about ordering from AliExpress, you know, in terms of, you know, import costs and all that shit. But I was browsing it because that's their most complete store. They have everything there compared to like on European Amazon, they don't have all the products. And I saw the fucking modular thing there. And my jaw dropped to the floor when I saw the price. Like, I'm not even kidding. I could not believe it. Here it is. What are you talking about? 170? What are you talking about? That is so much. Keep in mind, their normal ones are like 60 to 80 euros. You know, like they're super cheap compared to like regular arcade sticks. Super cheap. This one, and I get it, it's modular. It probably had a little more R&D and all that stuff. But like, this is an expensive fucking thing. To the point where I'm like, you know, like my idea with this one was, if it's cheap enough, that before I knew the price, I was like, if this is cheap enough, I've been wanting to try a leverless one of these things, right? If I can get this and I don't like it, I just plop on the arcade stick and I just have like a portable, smaller arcade stick, right? That was my idea going in. But the reality is, it's literally cheaper for me to just buy one of the cheap leverless ones than to go for this one and have like I already have an arcade stick, so it's like 100 euros more than a cheap one. How many modules does it come with? I actually don't know. MX? What's the difference? Color? Yeah, what does it come with? Oh, it comes with a little baggie. Oh shit. It's all in. Wow. Does it come with any... I, by the way, hate this website. There's like zero information. Like, I was looking at another one and I was just trying to find the size of the buttons, and it's not listed anywhere. You cannot find that. Oh my god, it auto translates to Dutch. What are you doing? Your site is not in Dutch, I know. What's in the box? Show me what's in the box. No stick yet. Splash screen, cool. There's some wax that, like the analog sticks. Like I mean, there might be some fighting games that could use a stick, but I'm gonna be honest. Other than being able to switch the control, like the movement part, to like an arcade stick and stuff, I think most of it is a gimmick, right? If you think about it, because that's another thing. How often do you switch? Sure, it's modular, but how often do you actually switch? You're gonna stick to one you like, right? And that's gonna be it, unless there's like a game you prefer playing with a stick and another one you prefer playing with the buttons. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And yeah, you can buy the modules. If this is without extra modules, that's even wilder. Whatever. It's so expensive. It kind of took me aback. Like, I genuinely did not expect it to be that expensive. Considering, you know, their regular ones, way cheaper. Virtua Fighter is very much a stick game, and I've heard people don't like leverless on it. Yeah. I want to try it though, you know? Like, I'm also very, very sure, like, for a game like DOA, I'm probably not gonna like it. But I can imagine for things like anime games, you know? I think it might be very good for anime games. Because there's some... Like, I remember playing Granblue. There was... Especially with characters like Zeta, there were, like, inputs that are just not fun on an arcade stick. You can do it, right? It's not like it's impossible. But they're just like kind of asked to do. Playing one game on stick and one on leverless would be a good way to prevent muscle memory. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I kind of switch too. You know, I usually play on arcade stick. Just any fighting game I'll play on arcade stick. But if it's like late at night and like my wife's asleep, I'm not gonna bust out the arcade stick, alright? That makes too much noise, so I'll just play on pad. And I can do both, you know? Tekken is not as fun on pad. Tekken definitely, I'm way more comfortable with an arcade stick. But DOA, I'm like perfectly, it's like equal to me. I can play just as well on pad than I can play on arcade stick for DOA. Equally as good. Probably a little better on stick because that's like what I mostly use. So there's like a little more muscle memory there, I guess. And you know, there's always the argument of like, you know, some people also use these controllers to play like arcade style games, not fighting games. So maybe they want the leverless part to play their fighting games, and then they want to put a stick on it to play fucking Space Invaders or whatever bullshit they want to play. But that's a niche use case. Again, I think, you know, the only use cases I can see for that thing is, one, you don't own a single thing other than a pad, and you just want to have leverless or stick, kind of see which one you like, you know, and just have it in one go. That could be a use case, but, you know, you're better off, you know, finding someone who has a stick or who has leverless, or maybe go to a tournament and there's probably someone selling them so you can try them out before you buy them. That's probably smarter. Second use case I can see is if you're like a serious competitor and you're traveling often, this might be a good backup stick, in the sense that, you know, let's say you have a group of friends, like one or maybe a couple people that you go with tournaments, right? And one of them plays leverless, one of them plays with a stick, whatever. You kind of bring this one as a sort of a backup option. If any of your friends' device breaks, you have one that can be quote unquote modified to accommodate them. Again, niche use case, but I guess, right? The polycule buying extra. Yeah, exactly. Oh. And I guess the third option is you have money and you want the gimmick. I guess, you know, or another one is because, you know, you also have the other modules, right? So at the bottom, you can add extra buttons, which if you're playing at home, you can macro it to anything and cheat all day, every day. But then you go to your local tournament and they're like, well, that's not allowed, bucko. So you can just remove them and don't have the buttons in the way. Which, of course, you know, if you're used to using the cheat buttons, you're going to do very well in your locals. But whatever. That might be a reason. I don't know. Because that's another thing, by the way, with these controllers. Like, I'm gonna take a break in a second, but I just want to rant about this for a little bit, because I've been looking to get one of those from that brand. They have like a smaller one. I guess they have like real small ones. I don't like those. Those are way too small. I guess for some people it's great if you're traveling or you have real small hands. I don't know. But they have like, you know, normal size, but fairly cheap as well, like 60 euros, right? To me, that's like a low enough price where I'm like, okay, I can see myself ordering it to try it out, especially because they probably, I actually don't know, but I'm assuming since because they're super small, they're gonna make way less noise compared to like a fucking chonker arcade stick where each button press just echoes inside of it, reverberates, and makes hella noise. So I was like, I would at least want to try one, so I have like a stick-like experience, you know, that I can use when my wife's asleep, and I can test it out that way. But then they have like multiple versions, and some of them have so many extra buttons. They have like 3 or 4 macro buttons, and it's just like a tablet full of buttons, and it's like you're gonna press those by mistake all the time. Like, I don't understand how you play. Hold on, let me pull one up, right? Because I still have the site open. Hold on, which is the one I want to get? Not that one. God, the AliExpress is dog shit to navigate. I don't understand how anyone can use that. Like, so many products are listed like 5 times. It's now I can't even find it. This is insane. It has everything except the one I. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. What about this one? Nope. Am I looking on like a fucking different store? What the hell? This stream must be very exciting. Me doing shit off screen. Very exciting. Pad. Okay, I think. Aha! Here we are. Yep. Capture window. Browser. Boing. Wrong window. Here we go. So this is the one I was thinking of. Wait, this one? Right? So you just have your normal movement buttons, your normal 6 buttons here, and then one bonus button, which by default, this is the up button, and this is a macro button, right? But I would just use this as up, because I don't play Guile, right? Like, I don't play charge characters. That's what this button's for. Other than that, this is very normal layout, right? In general. But then they have, like, everyone says buy the 16, right? I think, yeah, this one. Look at the layout. What the fuck is this? How do you wait? What is this website, dude? I fucking like, look at this. How do you not press buttons by mistake? Like, if you have to press fucking this button, you're gonna press this one by mistake. This is where your fucking wrist is resting. Like, what who? Same here. This is where your wrist is gonna be resting, and this, if you're gonna push these buttons, you're gonna push this by mistake. And yeah, everyone's like, yeah, you gotta buy with the more buttons, you have more options. It's like, yeah, options you don't want to press. And yes, I understand you can hook this up to the configurator, and just disable these buttons, there's still a physical bump in the way. I can't even imagine what you would put on this other than, you know, shit you're not supposed to do, like actual macros, just like burp, do a whole combo, that kind of shit. Like, what do you even put there? Combine buttons, you know, 1+2, I guess. But the whole reason for me to play an arcade stick is so that I don't have to bind buttons. I just push with 2 fingers because it's easier. Like, me playing DOA is literally these 3 buttons. That's all I use. And to be fair, sometimes I use this one, which is the special button in DOA 6, because pressing these 3 one at the same time often just doesn't register properly unless you like fucking frame perfect them at the same time. So I do often use the special button just because consistency. Other than that, like throw, I just push block and punch at the same time. I don't even use the throw button. Why would you? DOA is a 3-button game. So I don't need all this garbage. I don't need the garbage. So yeah, I don't. If I would buy one, it'd be like this one. The you know, sure, one extra button, but this one's kind of out of the way because this is like, you know, it's like between your hands, right? It's like right in between there. So that this one's unoffensive to me. And also this size is it's just about big enough that you can still print your own artwork with a normal printer. So that's cool, right? Cutting it out is going to be a bitch though, but fine. I was just looking at that, you know. I don't know if I'm going to get one. I want one, but you know, A4 art, use the CNC. Yeah, let me just quickly grab my CNC machine, right? The one that I obviously have lying around. I don't have one. I guess a lot of people these days have like the Cricut or whatever it's called. Cricut. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Cricut. That would be a good machine to make arcade stick art with. But at the same time, like, I don't often switch it, but maybe that's because I don't have the option to make new ones fast. Think about it. Your desktop laser cutter. I'll just use my X-Acto knife and just be like really circle whoosh. You know, just do it perfectly. Or I'll get a drill like a hole saw with the exact size of the buttons through paper. That's definitely not gonna go wrong. Oh. There you go. Yeah, just be fucking use that noggin. Use that noggin. All right, let me take a short break. And then we'll just chill out, we'll raid some Tumbas. Raid some Tumba. So, yeah, be right back.
jour suffit sa peine. Chacun trouve chaussure à son pied. Le temps blanchit les têtes sans nourrir la raison. Qui sème le vent récolte la tempête. Chaque chose. Les pauvres sont ceux qui durent le plus.
I can act stupid now.
Cool, kick the nation with the groove, then we rock the place when the bass gets smooth. Yeah, a magical mystery thing. Check it out, yeah, the hit house sing. Come on, freak it out, the sensation. Body free, generate the foundation. Yeah, a magical mystery thing. Check it out, yeah, the hit house sing.
Break it down one time. All right.
Check one, when I come. Check one, when I come. Check one, when I come. Check one, when I come down, I come down right to the sun. Cool, kick the nation with the groove, then we rock the place when the bass gets smooth. Yeah, a magical mystery thing. Check it out, yeah, the hit house sing. Come on, freak it out, the sensation. Body free, generate the foundation. Yeah, a magical mystery.
Poof. Big. By the way, have you guys noticed any issues with the stream? You know, like effing or instability or anything like that, or is it fine? Because I did change something. I changed something on Friday, I believe, after the stream, and I kind of forgot about it until just now. I increased my bitrate. I don't know, seemed fine while you were yapping. So usually behind the scenes Twitch bullshit. Twitch recommends that when you stream 180p 60, that you put your bitrate at 6K. And if you've ever watched my stream, which I'm assuming you guys have watched my stream, imagine that, you know. But if you've actually looked at the video quality, let's put it that way, it's kind of shit. That's not my fault. That's the bitrate's fault, right? Especially at 180p, especially when playing fighting games. It's kind of trash. It's kind of fucking ass. So I did some Googling, and most people are like, well, that's their recommended thing. That is not the limit, though. The limit seems to be 8.5K. And officially, only partnered streamers are like, quote unquote, allowed to do that. But the reality is, they don't check. They don't really care. If you hit the upper limit, if you hit the cap, 8.5K, it just disconnects. You get an error message and the stream disconnects for a while. So as long as you stay under that cap, you can just stream with a higher bitrate. And I was just like, you know, let's just do it. Most people say, and as the advice I followed online, most say put it to 7.5, because sometimes it spikes up and there's like an extra 400 reserved for like the audio, you know, video and audio combined would be like 7.9K. So you have like breathing room for spikes. And I completely forgot I put that setting in. It was only just now coming back from the break. I saw like on the Twitch dashboard, they have like a connection quality indicator, and it's showing like a red line instead of a green one. I was like, why is it red? And then I clicked on it and I saw the higher bit rate. And I was like, oh yeah, I did that. I guess, you know, no issues. So realistically, you should notice no issues and you should notice an increase in quality. So we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Probably won't do much here with a game like this. It should help with fighting games at least a little bit. It also might be that, you know, like an extra 2K bitrate isn't really gonna make a big difference. Some people even swear by streaming at 720p. They're like, well, 720p with a higher bitrate and then just letting the browser upscale it for people is better quality than streaming it in 1080p, because most people have their browser window not full screen anyway. But I don't know about that. It's also one of those things where like if you it's almost like not worth it for the optics. It's like if people don't see at least 180p, they're like, ugh, what's this, amateur hour? So regardless of the quality of the video, you know. Anyway, is there anything special we can do here? You know, like I guess this one. Choose the right road, but don't hit the monkeys with your quad bike. We'll try. We'll try. The right road. Do they literally mean the road on the right, or do they mean the correct road? Here we go. That's the button. I thought I pressed it before, but I guess it didn't catch. I always look if there's like any secrets down there. There might be. Oh, and actually, funny thing, actually the colors of the game should be better now too. Which is funny because last stream, I think Clearlight rated me and he's like, your colors are wrong. And the thing he mentioned wasn't the issue, but there actually was an issue, funny enough. Like I went to check because I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure I've said that like a million years ago and it's correct. It wasn't, because guess what? If you update your Elgato capture card software thingy, it just like fucking reset shit. It's just like, hey, you know what? How about partial colors, bitch? It's like, what the fuck? Bruh. Surely you mean correct? Oh, there's a ladder, so you can go down. I don't think they mean the correct road, personally. Because what would the point be of the trophy to be like, choose the right road, but don't hit any monkeys? Like if you pick the correct road, but don't hit monkeys, it's like, what's with the but? It kind of sounds like there's gonna be a choice and there's the right road, but there's monkeys there, so watch out, I guess. Anyway, I want to say the colors are better now, but it's not like you'd be able to tell. Dark as shit, boy. By the way, if you want to have a headache, yeah, go Google how you set your color scheme correctly for streaming. You know. Wait, am I fucked? Can she make that? Hey, yo. It's definitely a mess, let me tell you. The whole color space thing, ugh. Ugh. Love the music. AKA, there is music, so we love that. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't explode. Because this shit can randomly explode. Oh, what's there? Is that another top secret? It's gotta be, right? Let me save. That's not a pickup, that's a snake. Who needs flashlights, am I right? Or flares. And you have a gun to light up the space. Crawl. Not today, amigo. Can't see shit. Man, I hope the rumors are true, even though, you know, there's no real evidence for the rumors. But if the rumors are true, we should be getting some new Tomb Raider. You know, Tomb Raider 12, or I think it's 12. Should be getting some news. Oh god. Oh no. Oh yes. Should be getting some news. Hey, hey. Is this the right road? We shan't. We shall not kill any monkeys. Do we just go by foot now, or? Oh, this is the right road, I think. Okay, let's do it. Does the car even fit in between this? Sure it does. How? Is there a boost? Okay, what the fuck? Is there no boost button like in Tomb Raider 2? I guess I'll have to find out. Maybe circle. Okay, just need to run up. Now we need to make sure we don't kill any monkers. Okay, just stay there. Where's the other one? Ah! Did he just steal that already? Wait, but we can't kill him. Fuck! Well, I guess we lost a med kit there. It be what it be. Cool. Help! Oh, they can climb. Little fuckers. Wait, no. I need something. Oh, it's the one with the med kit. Oh, he's gonna taunt me, huh? Dude, if the second I get the trophy and that monkey's still around, he's done. What is this place? How, bitches? Okay, hold on. Maybe classic mode can reveal some switches and shit. Oh my god, that lighting is horrible. Ow. Stealing health kits, but also stealing health. Oh. Whoopsie. Grab it, girl. Yes. Is this of any use? I don't know. Ow. I keep getting hurt. There we go. There's nothing here. Dude, where the fuck am I going? There we go, much clearer view. Beautiful. All of this because I wanted to climb into something. Okay, a key. Where do we use it? Maybe down here? Was it here? Oh, this is a different place. Well, it's still good. Wait, oh, this is a different place altogether. Oh. Yo, killing no monkeys is difficult. Because they're really out to get you. Oh! Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh no. Can I get out? Oh no. Oh no, I am so dead. Yeah, it's... Oh. How far back am I? Ooh. What's down here, actually? Alright, just the other side. Okay. That's neat. Maybe you have to do this. to open up the door. Maybe this is not like a secret or anything at all. I guess I'll just save a lot. Nice and paranoid. Oh! How would you even know? It just kills them when they touch it? That's kind of ass. Okay, how do we solve that? Just be faster? Just speed by them? Nope. Just don't do the trophy. That's a good idea. Come back to it later. What if I'm completely standing still? He's just gonna stay there, huh? Oh, he went up. Not this time, bucko. Guess who's faster, dumbass? It's actually over here. If only there was a way to, like, stun them, you know? Hit them with the sit-down stun. It's up here. Oh my god, there's so many ways and secrets. Whoa, 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 monkeys. Don't do that. I was already shooting. Is there anything here? Or is it just a trap? This just looks like a trap. Oh, that's the other side. Oh. And you need to open this up. Oh. Stop! You're hurting me. Why would you do that? Girl, get up. The monkeys are fucking with my controls. I don't think that was worth the pickups, but whatever. The amount of damage I took from that, just to pick that shit up. I'm not sure if that was worth it. Cheeky little save. Okay, we're back here. Oh, no, 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 no! You dipshit. Actually, no, what? Fuck that. Fuck that. That is mine. I will save scum to get that. And in fact, you're a bitch. I'm gonna use it. Jeez, combo attack?
No.
No. What's this? Okay, so I need 2 of the dinghies. One we found before, right? Maybe I'm missing one of them here. I don't know. God damn it. Dude, grab it, girl. Come on. Okay, can we... How do I distance myself from these fuckers? Sprint? We'll get there. Closer and closer. Ooh. Oop. So I need to find 2 keys. One of them was up here somewhere, right? Ooh, that's bright. And classic mode to the rescue, huh? Like, sure, they made it all pretty, but they also made it way harder to navigate. Oh, oh my god, that was almost a disaster. Do they steal everything or just medkits? I think just medkits. So we can, I think, go for a little cheeky sprint. Hopefully reduce the health we're losing here. cries in visual design. I mean, I like the new look because it makes sense, you know. It's like, oh, you're in a jungle. Of course, it's gonna fucking not be clear. That would be real life as well. You know, this is just very old school. But also, if you want to know where you're going, you know what I mean? Sometimes this is just like, look at the difference is kind of astounding though. Like astonishing, really. Just the amount of foliage they added. And I get it. This does not give jungle. This gives jungle. This does not. The clutter is why we get yellow paint. Yeah, but I would... Oh, hot take coming in. I would prefer these graphics and this kind of, you know, not barren. If the trade-off is they have to put like a lick of dirt somewhere to make it obvious where you need to go, I'll take that over this, you know? I also think the yellow painting is so blown out of proportion. I don't know. It just feels like a very non-issue to me. But hey, maybe I'm the issue, you know? I must be the issue. Oh yeah, you need to go up. Yeah. It's bad when it's bad and it doesn't stand out when it's good. That's the thing, right? It's supposed to... I mean, it's a tricky thing, by the way. How do you make something blend in so it looks natural, but also catch your eye? That's a pretty, you know, like, both of those things are kind of conflicting with each other, right? Like, oh, we don't want it to stand out, because then immersion. But also, the entire point of it is to stand out. I do think some games overdo it. They make it a little too obvious. Like, I think in the maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like in the Tomb Raider reboot, the survival series, especially the first one, I feel like they did it pretty naturally. Like, it was more like a smidge of dirt that was still like obvious enough that if you knew what it looked like, you'd see it. But also, if I showed you a random screenshot, like to a non-gamer, they could not call it out. Whereas, you know, like the full yellow lines on the brown rocks in Final Fantasy, it's like, well, it's very obvious. It's very out of place. So, you know, the white chalk. Was it white chalk? I don't even remember. Save the guy. What are we doing here? Monkey! Oh no. Thank God I saved. Oh, it's a fucking... Okay. Okay. No. Okay. No. That could have been a way up. Oh, yeah. It's most egregious to me when it's yellow painting. You're in a place nobody's been before. Yeah, those are kind of bad. Also, I distinctly remember with all of the newer Tomb Raiders, in the option menu, you could get rid of it. Like, it was literally like, oh, you can set combat difficulty and exploration difficulty. And if you increased exploration difficulty, it just... The first step was like, it was still there, but it was like harder to spot. And the highest difficulty was just like, yeah, no help. We just removed the white chalk. It's gone now. Find your own way. Ow. How you know what you want in advance? Well, if you're the type of person who's like, yellow or white paint, then you should turn it off. And if then, after an hour of playing, you're like, I suck and I can't find where I need to go, then you increase the easiness a little bit. Increase the easiness, lower the difficulty, if you will. Oh, this is where I died last time. My god, there's an army. It's Planet of the Apes. Jungle of the Apes. In her. Obey the Jungle of the Apes. Oh god. Oh, okay. Noise. Noise. Uh-oh. Why did I save here? I was trying to jump over. Nuts, really. Oh. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Wait, is this not the way back? Ooh. Where's the other key, actually? That's what I need. I need a second key. But maybe that'll show itself when I go back? Wait, how do I get back? Oh, do I need to go through the tunnels again? Get in the tunnel. Opa. I guess the things are here. Alright, so let's divert the monkeys. The monkey. Okay, big sprint. Big sprint. Okay, jump into perfect position. Boom. Oh, this takes so long. They're gonna hit me. But also we need the second key. Fuck! Can I just take the left path? Oh, ow. Hey, what's up? Raider of the Cosmos. Damn. Is that the next game? Raiding the Cosmos. Actually, that would be so fucked if you're using that username and then they decide to make that game. Then suddenly it looks like you just used the most lazy username. It's like, oh man. Thanks a lot, Crystal Dynamics. Feeling like raiding Mystic. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Fuck. Maybe with the snake. Big snake. Maybe he was hiding something. Hello? Ah, he was hiding something. Roll! Goddamn monkeys. Hey, thanks for the the thing, whatever it's called on YouTube, subscribing. In the hole? No, don't follow me in my hole, monkeys. They use my username for the video game. I'll sue them. Uh-oh. I don't think that's gonna work. They're like, yeah, but we copyrighted the name. We'll sue you. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking this, but I have a feeling the next game is not gonna be like extreme. I think it's gonna be a more traditional type of Tomb Raider. I don't think they're gonna go like, it's Lara Croft in space. Like, it's probably gonna be like, hey, unified timeline, you know, new beginnings. How about just a good old classic Tomb Raider, you know? Go explore some jungles. Some whatever, you know? Let's do a little save in case I run over the monkeys. Chances are pretty big. They're hot on my heels. How do you do this without killing them? They're just gonna run against the... Oh, maybe they'd run away. Do you have 4 to 6 Remastered? Yes. I do own it. But I've been slacking on 1 to 3. Because I wanted to beat them all on like the stream. But I've been kind of slacking on it. So we'll get there. You know, when this one's done, we'll move over to 4 and whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there. If anything, though, they'll release some patches by the time I'm there. Might actually be a good thing to wait a little bit. Found all the secrets in the first 5 already. Yeah. That shit I'm gonna do off stream. I do want a platinum trophy, at least on PlayStation. I want to get everything. But for on stream, I'm not, you know, I'm not pushing it. I'm just doing chill runs. Boys, the trophy is without running you guys over. Come on, man. They're not making it easy. What are they doing here? Move. Leave. Why not? I'm gonna kill him. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Better visibility. Go, go, go. There we go. Dumbass. Oh. 4 to 6, they added a brightness to make the game more visible. They add that option to 1 to 3. Yeah. I'm on the, you know, I'm conflicted on it. On the one hand, I don't mind necessarily because it kind of forces you to do this, which is cool. Yo, monkey, don't do it. Don't do it. I'll run you over. Don't do it. On the other hand, yeah, it gets dark. It, you know, give the players a choice. That is true. And it's weird they added it to 4 to 6 and then not here. Also, where's level select? I'm sorry, that's such an easy addition. Let us choose levels instead of doing the fucking, you know, ooh, start of a new level, let me save the game and then save again one slot below. Like, come on, man. I do it because when people watch my stream. Yeah, I get that. For streaming, it's kind of annoying. I mean, you can, on stream, manually increase the brightness. I mean, if you use something like OBS, if you don't stream straight from like a console or anything, you can just manually bump up the brightness. But it's not the same though, right? I don't know how the function works in 4 to 6. If it's just a straight up brightness meter, then it's the same. If they kind of made it a little more sophistically, stream directly from PS5, yeah, then you're kind of out of luck. I think, does it have any options to edit your stream at all? I don't even know. I've never done it. What am I doing? I'm just running circles. This is the door. We need to open the door. So I guess we go here. Big jump. Whee! Big bird. Don't shoot the monkeys. Surprised the trophy didn't pop yet. That's a lot of big birds. Ah! Bitch! Glad I found your channel, dude. Nice to meet Tomb Raider fans. Yeah. Yeah, it is a fun community. Let me rephrase that. There's fun people in the community. Don't go on Twitter. there's there's a little bit of division, you know. I don't know about you. I like all Tomb Raiders. I love the classic games. I love the Legend trilogy. I love the new ones. You know, they're all different, but you know, they're all good and fun in their own way. So I'm not gonna be one of those toxic, you know, only the classic games are good. Oh. Oh my lord. Big fuck up. Can we get back up or are we gonna do this? Yo, dead birds in the water? I don't use Twitter. Good. Do not. I mean, maybe there's other places where some of these dumbasses reside, but you know, I'm generally of the opinion, like, if you really like Tomb Raider, you probably like all of them, you know. You might have preferences, you might prefer the old games, but like, what are the chances you're like, yeah, the new ones, they're dog shit? Like, no, they're fun games. Like all the games, some more than others. What I have issue with is the new Lara. I love the reboot games, but I cannot stand reboot Lara. Yeah, she's definitely a different take, and I do agree. She's a little too much of a victim. Ooh, we did it. We didn't find barely any secrets or pickups though. I guess you need to go the other route as well if you want to pick up everything. All right, let's do a little save. Start of the level. Let's do cheeky little second save. I guess I don't have to do this, but I like to do this for my own sanity. Yeah, reboot Lara. I think she gets better throughout the games, but yeah. I mean, look, it's supposed to be like more of an origin story thing, so I get that she's not like the badass you know and love. I get what they were going for, but it is a little heavy-handed at times and a little absurd where they're like make this whole spiel about her first kill and then by the end of the game she's a mass murderer. It's like, come on. Like, at least, dude, she kills more people in the first reboot game where she's supposed to be like, oh, I killed my first person, than she kills in the entire original Tomb Raider. Like, nobody can ever change me on this opinion. To this day, I feel like Tomb Raider 1, the original, the very first one, still has the best balance of combat, exploration, and puzzles. I feel like these games should not have too much combat. First game is perfect. Once in a while, there's like some animals, some dinosaurs, and there's like 4 dudes in the entire game you shoot at. 4 people. I guess 5. Am I missing someone? Oh yeah, Pierre. Yeah, 4 dudes and Natla, right? Though she's, spoilers, technically not human, whatever. Wait, where am I? Help me, I'm lost. Tomb Raider 1 is my favorite. We're gonna get along very good. I mean, I feel like it's objectively the best game. Like, just in the classic games alone, that was close, yeah. Nailed it. Just in the classic games alone, for every game, I can be like, you know, because for me, Tomb Raider, I always put those 3 pillars up of like, there's combat, exploration, and puzzles. Tomb Raider 1 nails the balance, and every continuous game in the classic games, each of them has like too much or too little of one of those things for my taste. Did you read the other messages? Ooh, I try to keep up. No, I didn't read all of them. Hold on. For a classic Lara and Lao, makes sense. People like the new Lara, I'm fine. Not taking that away. She's not the Lara I grew up with. Understandable. Classic Lara may have few lines. Formal personality, confident, brave, chancy. I mean, yes and no. I mean, more personality. I think it's more implied, you know? Where with the newer games, they have to explain everything. The old games, it's kind of just implied. Her personality, right? Especially, I think, you know, like the classic games are very, you know, basic, if you want to put it that way. I do think with the Legend trilogy, they kind of struck a good balance of like being able to tell like a story, you know, like with the whole thing with Amanda and all that stuff. Like there's an actual story, there's background story, yada, yada, yada. But she's also still Lara Croft, you know? Like she's definitely... Oh, she's definitely not like in the classic games, she's always a badass no matter what, right? In the Legend trilogy, she does have like, you know, moments of sadness, weakness, yada, yada, yada. But she's never... Like, Reboot is like... There's nothing confident or strong yet. They're still very fun games, though. I like all of them. Hey, Snick. Snake Man. I enjoy Tomb Raider 3 a lot as well, as a variety of locations of Nevada, hands down South Pacific. Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the things I kind of dislike about 4. 4 is a sick game, right? Amazing game. The Last Revelation. But it being like mostly in one, like, not one location, but like one type of area. It's all in Egypt. It's all, you know, sand. They try to play around with it, but I mean, it's Tomb Raider. I feel like we should be globetrotting. We should be going around to different environments. That's also something I don't like about the reboot games. It's always mostly in one location. Not the biggest fan of that, you know? Hold on. Uh-huh. Oh. I don't remember any of this. Tomb Raider 3, I never played as much as the other ones, for whatever reason. All of these puzzles and things are not as second nature to me. Oh, God, I hate this shit because I want to have a mental map of everything. Ugh. Last Revelation. Hold on. Yeah, 3 has a good local. 3 has good locales. 4, yeah, Last Revelation. I feel like, other than it being one type of location, other than that, it's a phenomenal game. You know. I just wish he traveled to like some different locations. I think, look, they do their best, right? There's some cool places, you know, like some cool indoor places, the underground shit. Like, they try to switch it up, but you know, it's still different to me. It's like the small things, right? Like in this game, she goes to a different location and then she switches the outfit. Like, it's small shit like that that makes me happy, you know? Which game? 4. 4 is the one in one location. Alright, let's do a cheeky little save here. Chronicles. Chronicles is what it is. It is probably, you know, probably the weakest of all. Which makes sense given the circumstances of its development, right? It was definitely not meant to exist, you know? 4 was supposed to be the end, right? But, you know, it's still fucking Tomb Raider. You could do way worse than play Chronicles. Last Revelation, I want to bring it back to the roots, which is more, explore more tombs. Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't take it too literal though. It, you know, she doesn't necessarily need to explore tombs, but you know. For me, the cool part is when you're like, ooh, this is an like undiscovered place, and there's like, ooh, some kind of secret mechanism, secret rooms, like, You know, that's what I chalk up in like the exploration thing. Just a sense of like, ooh, like you're treading new ground, you know? Train level is fun. Yeah, I mean, there's some good ideas there. There's some cool shit. As long as there's a good mix. That's so important. A good mix of like, you know, do some exploring, but also do some like Indiana Jones action bullshit. That's the fun part. You can sort of switch your outfit in 4, depending on how many secrets you found between 4 and 5. I still like distinct locations. Part of what I like. Okay, that seems like a very permanent plunge down, so we're gonna explore that other side real quickie. What is this endless maze, dude? Oy, oy, oy. Will it ever end? Ah! Whoop. Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is. We're looping around. Looping around. Wasn't there a crawl space here? No, it was... Not trying to show off, but I do like multiple parts when playing the first 6 games, and I replay them again, but doing a long stream. Basically trying to find all secrets of beating the game in one stream. I mean, that's cool. I've never played these old games that much, to that degree, you know. I think me playing through this game now, I think it's at least the second full run on stream. Third one? I don't know. I played the Steam versions once. Remastered once. Did I play the PlayStation versions? I don't think so. These are not my main games on stream either, right? I usually play stuff like fighting games. But I love Tomb Raider, so I'm always giving it some love. Also, I feel like there's already plenty of people out there who do like the speed runs and all secret runs and all that stuff. Massive respect, but you know, I'm here for the casual runs. Having some fun. Not that, you know, not that you're not having fun, but it's different. It's a different appeal, I guess. Cheeky little save. Like a personal challenge. Yeah, and that's cool. That is cool. I wish I was good enough at these games to like know all the secrets by heart and shit. Stop staring. Never. Wait, can we manipulate? Oh yeah, we can. Never. Behold. Behold. Hands above the table where I can see him. None of that funny business here. What fighting games you play? Mostly Dead or Alive, but I also play some Tekken. What haven't I played? I guess I haven't played Mortal Kombat. Grand Blue Fantasy I've played, Guilty Gear Strive, you name it, Street Fighter. But my main game is Dead or Alive, and like, I guess Tekken is the second most played on stream. Snake! Yo. Caught in the middle. Bowler. Uh-oh. Are we gonna... Let's not kill any snakes. You won't get me, bitches. They got me. Fuck. Wait, did they get me? Oh, no. No! 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 Yes. For a second, I thought they poisoned me, but it was my sprint meter. I got scared. It was the sprint meter. Alright. God, this game... Look, you can say, don't look. Come on, man. This is... I'm not even manipulating the camera. This is the game as the developers have intended it. Alright? Oh, you can actually manipulate the camera. You cannot change the camera. It's actually... That was a bug. This is how the devs intended it. Man, oh man. The peach, exactly. I love Tekken, not so much the reasons. Heavy online game with few offline modes. Yeah, I feel you. That's the trend throughout all fighting games. You know, it's all going online, battle pass, yada yada yada. That is definitely the trend. Heard from Bandai Namco team they're interested in working on a remaster of Tekken Tag 1 and 2. I don't know if that's anything that's going around. I haven't heard about that. They're too busy ruining Tekken 8. Unfortunately, boys and girls, I will have to end the stream here. It is past 11 p.m. for me. So, unfortunately, the powers that be want me to have a job and work. So I have to get up in the morning. It be what it be. Nice meeting you. Likewise. You love Tomb Raider 1 the most, you said, so till next time. Alright, see ya. See ya. So yeah, boys and girls, that was it. What did we do? Tomb Raider, Evo news. Good stream. Wednesday, what are we gonna do? Friday, definitely DOA. Wednesday, we can just do more Tomb Raider. I feel like I want to make some progress in this game. I don't really feel like Tekken either way. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do more Tomb Raider on Wednesday. And then DOA on Friday. That sounds like a plan. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. And we'll see each other on Wednesday. Alright.